Welcome back to the Nerdrotic channel. My name is Gary Beekler, and I come to you from nerdrotic.com, and I am live in San Francisco, California, and this is the Nerdrotic Nooner, the last one for 2018. Happy New Year, everybody. How's it going? We hit 18,000 subscribers while I was sleeping, got up, and holy crap. Hey, I got my notification too. This is great. Now we've already got 2 dislikes on this video, so if you could smash that like button, that would be, or lick that like button, that'd be awesome. But greetings, everybody. I guess I'm making an impression on people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hello, world. Hello, chat. I got a few things to talk about today. We got Penn Farm Girl and her wrench, Kevin Rose, Brent Newman, Kamel Smokes, Silhouetted Animator, aforementioned Dakota Stanton. What's up, buddy? Hail, Dakota Stanton. Hail, Brent Newman. Jibba Jabba FPV, Halam 899, Brent Newman, Philip A. Demick, Mark Lazurth. Who else? Johnny Nada is here. What's up, Johnny? How's it going? Ronan, Joe, The Filthy News, and who else is here? We'll wait for Destiny Captain on the bridge. What's up? I will check that message, Destiny. I kind of slept in this morning. I was up super late getting that Orville video ready. That's why the late start today. What is up? Tamarocks with $20. Congrats on 18,000. Well-deserved. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Yeah, is it New Year's in some other countries already? Like Australia or something like that? I'm not sure. Bryce 11544. Greetings, Derek McManus. Hello, Derek. And Gorfalator. Did I say that wrong? He asked, when's this start? It starts right now. Halam 899 has 705 705 subs to 19,000. I know it's been nuts. I wasn't sure how people would like the Orville video, but I guess you guys liked it. Australia celebrated New Year about 8 hours ago. All right. Well, I was asleep 8 hours ago. Thank you, Mary Ashmead. Good to see you. How's it going, everybody? Lloyd, simply Lloyd. How are you? Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. Oh, yeah. There's a couple of Doctor Who things that we can go over. One of them was from Bleeding Fool, and they shared our video, which I thought was awfully nice of them. So that was cool. Of course. Oh, and there's a programming note. I am actually, part of the reason for the delay is I'm expecting a really important phone call that I can't miss. So at some point in the middle of this live stream, if that phone call happens, I have to take it for like 30 seconds. So you'll have to talk amongst yourselves. And I just got to give the guy some info, and that's that. But I have to take it. It's kind of important. So otherwise I would just, blow it off like I usually do with phone calls while I'm on the live stream. 18K-tastic. Thank you, Justin Doyle. Thank you, everybody. I am super overwhelmed and grateful and happy. And I just can't believe it. Yeah, I can't believe the growth of the channel has been awesome. It's all because of you guys. We try to be one of the more interactive channels out there. I mean, a lot of people do it. I mean, everybody's got their thing, and I hope I don't sound like I'm judging it at all. My favorite part about this channel, the recorded videos are fun and everything, but I love doing the live streams and talking to you guys and hanging out. It is the best part of this deal. It's so much fun. It really is. Thanks, Mary. I couldn't have done it without you. Mary Ashmead and Penn Farm Girl and all my wrenches have been so really supportive and cool. And listen, if it wasn't for you guys, half the ideas I have, I wouldn't get. You guys are tweeting me ideas, and they're really good, really, really good. So thank you, everybody. The Nerdrotic sub train just keeps rolling. Yeah, it does, John. It's weird. Down to you, Gary, and the team, says Justin Doyle. Yes, the team, the family, whatever we are. Companions. Yeah, because Doctor Who doesn't want to use that word anymore, but we will. And it's not sexual at all. Actually, it was brought to my attention, which is true, that they used companion instead of assistant just for precisely that reason. Although I don't get what's wrong with assistant. Doctor Who ratings have gotten lower, 25%. What? Okay, let's go there. What the hell? Well, people are rolling in. We can do some live readings if we want. That'd be kind of fun. That would be fun. I've got it bookmarked over here somewhere. There we go. Doctor Who, Rotten Tomatoes. You know, the one thing we haven't done is individual episode reviews. So I've got some more coming. Tomorrow is Doctor Who Day. So we're doing a live stream after it airs in the UK. And then I'm doing a short recorded video, just review. That's just so people who don't have time to watch the big long live streams, I'm going to do a short review for you. And then for the US audience, I will be doing a live stream in the evening. So all damn day. Now, some of you might be out celebrating, and I understand that, but I'm kind of a homebody these days. I don't drink. So, and really, San Francisco on New Year's Day is amateur hour. So I don't go out there at all. We have a thing called bridge and tunnel people. So the bridge and tunnel people are all the people who, live around the Bay Area, and they come to San Francisco to party. So they take bridges and tunnels, because we're practically an island except for the South. So a lot of folks take the many bridges and tunnels to get here. And well, the tunnels actually just BART. But yes, B&T, bridge and tunnel people. So I don't go downtown at all, ever, which sucks, because I used to go downtown all the time, and it's fun. Or it used to be. Now it's just homeless people and empty stores. So, but yeah, tech boom, yay. How did you like Conan / Marvel trailer I sent you? I thought it was funny. I actually thought it was kind of funny. I lost my love for Conan. I don't know why. I just it's probably because I unplugged, and I really just stay away from the late night TV thing now, because it's just all political and that was one of the great things about Orville. And I mentioned it in my video, is, Doctor Who is like, oh, we put these stories in to create conversations, but it's so blatant and stupid. And you go look at something like the Orville that does, like, I was talking about it with Midnight's Edge, about a girl, the episode About a Girl, which is my favorite episode, which is where Bordis and his mate, they're from an all male species, and they have a female baby because he lays an egg. And that happens like once every 75 years. And they have a sex change to turn it into a boy, so it doesn't get ostracized. And it really was a great episode that talked about sovereign rights, gender issues, and everything, and all wrapped up into an entertaining show that didn't have this bright, happy ending. It had an ending that made you think. And although things didn't turn out well from the crew's perspective, it was a really good, flip of the script there. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was, and last night's episode where the great release was freaking hilarious. It was hilarious. Please check out our review. All right. I wasn't sure how many people were going to be here today. New Year's Eve, holidays are weird on YouTube. You can get a lot of people, or you can not, and that's fine. We got plenty of people in here to get going. Let's get to the chat a little bit. Tamrox, thanks again for the super chat. That is brilliant. Yeah, and you are awesome. Doomcock's doing a big old live stream tomorrow. I got to make sure I do mine around his. Well, I got to do mine before his, because 6 hours is like, it's like most of a day. That is great. That is great. About a Girl really was a brilliant episode on the Orville. I agree, says TM Martin. Yeah, it was so good. Camel Smokes, I think Netflix should take the helm of Doctor Who and write a season. I'm all for that. There is a production company out there called Anonymous Content, Camel. They do Mr. Robot, they do Counterpart, they do top-notch stuff. If they took over Doctor Who, it would be brilliant. And no, you don't make Doctor Who for little kids. You make Doctor Who for the 18 to 49 demo, right where the Tennant era, the Tennant Eccleston era. That's the age group you're going for. Mostly people in their 20s and their 30s are actually watching. That's what it should be for, but you make it suitable enough for kids. Kids, since I've had kids, you don't need to dumb stuff down for kids. That's always been, I hate it. At the comic shop, they would do kids line comic books and they would just dumb them down. It's like, the kids can see that you're just putting the B and C team on this. They understand. So what I started selling kids was, I bought like some really beat up older comics and I put it in my spinner rack, and they loved it. And those were written, back in the 70s and 80s. They were written for teenagers, and 8-year-olds can read that stuff now. The problem is, and this is no judgment on having kids or not. Okay, it's not. If you don't want kids, don't have them, please. There's so many people who have them and probably shouldn't. But kids are awesome, but you got to kind of know kids too. And I don't know how many people like at Marvel Comics know children. If Netflix of Anon took over production of Who, unfortunately 90% of BBC's desired audience would not watch. Yeah, I'm wondering how the BBC is going to be affected by the streaming wars. Because things are different over there, and it's kind of locked in. But the major networks over here in America are going to get affected greatly. I mean, they're still getting good numbers, but the numbers are going down every year. And cable is going to go down eventually at some point. We'll see, unless the streaming wars just oversaturate everything and there's some great return to cable. But I can't see that happening. I don't. Teen Titans from the 80s was amazing. Halam 899. That was really one of my all-time favorite comic book runs. 3 hours to the New Year's, Gary. Congratulations on 18K. Mako, my friend, my dear friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for sticking with the channel for so long and being a great voice of reason, an absolute great voice of reason, a great wrench. Mako, you rock. Thank you so much. First blood to the Wolverine I'm sorry, Wolverines. What the hell? First blood to the Whovians. First blood to the Whovians. How will the BBC respond? Well, the BBC doesn't give a shit. They really don't. They're not going to openly say anything about what's going on right now. But it's snowballing. This is a snowball effect. Crap. I could almost do, like, I didn't want to go to the well too much on the whole Rotten Tomatoes thing. I was like really questioning whether I should do 2 videos on it. I've done 2.5 videos on it. And now I've got people like asking me to do a third one. And I'm like, if it goes to 20, I will definitely do a third one. I will. If you guys like them, that's cool. They're fun to do. And I have read a lot. I have read a lot of those reviews, and man, maybe the next one will be based on the comparison to positive and negatives. Because if you look at the positive reviews and how eloquent the negative reviews are, like, yeah, there's negative reviews are, F this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But there's like paragraphs of just really just passionate, like people who are truly upset that, they've invested a lot of their time and money, their life into a show. And the BBC used to respect that. They used to respect that. The people in control of Doctor Who used to respect that. They do not respect that anymore. And I don't know if it's a new regime or they just felt like it's time. At that point, just end it and call Jodie a reboot, which it essentially is. And yes, I know Doctor Who reboots every time it regenerates, but it sticks with its old canon. Okay. Did it feel different when, other than the look of the Doctor, when David Tennant took over for Eccleston? They didn't change the sets. They didn't change anything. They didn't change, if they made changes to the inside of the TARDIS, it was slight. When they went to Matt Smith, they made a big change, but it still felt like it occupied the same universe. Jodie Whittaker does not. I mean, it feels like we're in another dimension at this point. TM Martin, thank you for the $10. Hey, Gary, Doctor Who audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is down to 24%. How low will it go? If it gets to 20, I'm going to have to do a video. Oh my God. Thank you for the $10. Holy crap. I honestly think the best thing to come out of Doctor Who was Wilfred Mott. I loved Wilfred, Filthy. I did. I thought he was annoying at first, but I like it. Did you see the Doctor Who GIF I sent you a week or so ago? Silhouetted animator. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thank you. I gotta like. I'll just start pinging you guys when I get the messages, because most of the time I'm in the gym or doing something. Um, yeah, really got to work on. I'm gonna have my son and my wife are gonna start helping me with stuff. It's getting to the point where I need a team. And Cato Roan, who may or may not be in here, has been very helpful on the Discord. So thank you. It's a Trap Productions. Greetings. Glad to be here. Hey, glad you're here too. Thanks. What is this? Oh, okay. Star Trek: The Next Generation often gave us more dilemmas with no good solution. Yeah, that's good. I think that's what Doctor Who was trying to do and just utterly failed. Yeah, sometimes the good guys don't win, but that's how we learn. Listen, those who try the most fail the most. £5 from Brent Newman. Gary, congrats. I may need to get an overdraft with your channel growing at this rate for super chats to congratulate you. Well done. Happy New Year, Brent. It's cool. Yeah, I really appreciate it, but man, no overdraft. Don't do that. Pay your bills, man. I'll be okay. I will. I promise. Not even for Chinese food in SF. Chinese food was the Chinese food is actually very good here. It's pretty good. The food here is good. No complaints on the food, except for the Mexican food is not as great as everybody thinks it is. It's much better in Southern California. True story. Kevin Rose says Nerdrotics. We are. Yes, we are. We are Nerdrotic. What's up, Andre? How's it going? How's it going? The Rotten Tomato score is a ratio between above and below 5 and 10% critics and 2.5 out of 5 viewers. Respect, not the average rating, printed in smaller font below. Yes. And it's only the ones they count. So, yeah. When I was going through that and I decided to do the Orville video, I saw some of the Orville reviews. It's very clear that people have gone on there from watching some of our videos, which is really cool. That was cool. I was like, especially like, listen, the Orville guy, in my opinion, is like, I love the Orville. Please, come to our reviews and everything. But JP at Egotastic Fun Time, he's pretty funny. Alan Cummings would make a great doctor. Fred, he would. He absolutely would. His King James was funny, even though I could not stand that episode. Oh, and you know what sucked is I'm watching the episode. I'm like, I know that guy, but when I do the reviews, I do them like right after I watch them, and it just didn't even click to me until after I did my review. I'm like, oh shit, that was Nightcrawler. Oh well. Him and Nightcrawler. Best thing about X2, by the way, but him and Bryan Singer apparently just hated each other. The rapper at 10,000 says, I love the Orville. Yes, absolutely. I have nothing but love for that show. Even though last night's episode was like a 7 out of 10, that's still great. You know what? I did notice one thing though. There's where some of the hate for that show comes from Star Trek Discovery fans, and I probably should have figured that out, but I just didn't, I didn't care to think about it. And I was like, oh, there's Star Trek Discovery loyals. There's some Star Trek Discovery loyalists out there who are just, ooh. And I think it's their Star Trek. It's mostly, not to broadly generalize, but a lot of it is the people who just didn't like the Star Trek before and like this version. And that makes me so sad to think like that. This is somebody's Star Trek. And it's like, oh no, no. I mean, listen, I'm not going to, if you like the show, cool. I mean, I like stuff that you probably don't like either. And that's fine. No personal judgments here, but it makes me sad to think that that's somebody's Star Trek. I'm like, no, God, no. Let's tar and feather him. DJ Bowman, what is up? What is up, my friend? Alan is on the CBS show Instinct, renewed for another season. Oh, that's good. That's good to see these getting work. Dazzler is going to be in Dark Phoenix. Isn't it supposed to be Alara from Orville? Is that what I heard? We don't judge, but Penn Farm Girl. I won't judge, but just slightly question. How's that sound? Just slightly. We can still remain friends. It's okay. STD loyalists may have an AA for that, right? They probably, Nathan, there is a seat for everybody at Alcoholics Anonymous. You don't even need to really be an alcoholic. You just got to be addicted to something. So, I mean, like if you're a toy addict, you could use those principles to, I don't know. What I kind of did was I just took my addiction, and of course I go to meetings and all that stuff, and then I focused it on like comics and toys, as you can see behind me, which is going to change. The background's going to change a little bit, just a little bit. You probably won't even notice. The only person I know who's like really conscious of what's behind me is Brian Smart. I don't know if he's here today, but he was able to pick out Cloak on my wall, which was pretty good. Cloak and Dagger up there somewhere. Adjacent Culture, a £1.99. Happy New Year. He holds his tea with two hands. Hey, I hold my Pete's with one. Pete's Coffee. Crack for the 21st century. Good. Thank you, Adjacent Culture, for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Happy New Year. Don't spill your tea. So what you got? What is it? 2 or 3 hours over there till New Year's time? That's great. The thing about San Francisco is every day is 4th of July and New Year. There's just fireworks going off in this town like all the time. And then like we have our New Year, and then the Chinese New Year rolls around in about a month or so. That is crazy. I don't know if anybody's been here for that. That is crazy. There's like 1 million people in downtown San Francisco, and there's a parade, and it's nuts. Been to one of them. You know what it kind of feels like? It feels like, at the end of a lot of action movies, they're either in a club or they're in some kind of public event, and our hero is chasing the villain who is somewhat injured, but he's got a hostage and he's running through a crowd, and it's always like a Chinese New Year or some parade or something like that's what it felt like. Greetings, users. Deaths 0079. Greetings. It's 8:30 p.m. UK time. That's great. We love the UK. Hey, Nerdrotic, I think you're cool. Lucy Moody, I think you're cool too. I can't be as cool as you. Possible. It would be impossible. Still trying for Pete's to install a coffee bar at your home. Yes, but I'd want my own barista. Well, yeah, that's where Mrs. Nerdrotic and I don't agree. She wants Tom Welling to be her barista. And I don't know. Nobody's Mila Jovovich. I want Mila Jovovich to be my barista. Dressed as Lilu, not in the Band-Aids though, but just as regular Lilo. We need more movies where Great Britain is destroyed. America's always getting destroyed. Hey, remember a couple of years ago, Thomas? San Francisco was getting destroyed like in every movie. Well, it was Godzilla and the damn earthquake movie with The Rock. Yeah, people were really picking on San Francisco. SF Chinese food is great, but you got to be careful because there's like authentic, like real Chinese food, which can be good, but it's different. We'll just say it's different. When you see like turtle soup, stuff like that is not stuff I was used to. Okay. No judgment, but I like little turtles or I don't want to eat them. The shell might be kind of tough. Just kidding. The new Sonic only has 2 speeds and it spins apparently. Yeesh. Oh, Tom Welling. Yeah, DJ Bowman. My Mrs. Nerdrotic right now is a little under the weather. So she is binging Lucifer because we're going to be talking about it when it comes on Amazon. And the only reason she got interested in watching it is because Tom Welling shows up in season 2 or something like that. So she's binging it to get to Tom Welling. I don't know if he's in 1 or 2. I can't remember. Was it season 2? I watched the first few episodes. I thought it was pretty good. It's nothing like the comic at all, but okay, we got definitely enough people here. Let's get to and I'll get right back to the chat. The Bleeding Cool article that I have to give them a shout. Bleeding Fool. God, I am sorry. So Bleeding Cool is a comic book website with millions of pop-up ads that will crash even the best computer. I don't recommend you even go to it. I have been written about in there once when my store closed and they got half the article wrong and never bothered to ask me for a question, or when I sold my store, and that's fine. No hard feelings. But they have it's not a parody site. It's an alternate site that probably started out as a parody, but they're kind of doing their own thing. And what they do is they try to come at things from the opposite angle of Bleeding Cool is the best way to say it. They were kind enough to let me know that they shared one of my videos in their article, and they were really nice. And I've been reading them for a while now, so I thought it was very cool that we were on Bleeding Fool. So here we go. Let me start by saying I think Jodie Whittaker is and this is, by the way, the writer. This is I can't see that. That is way too small for me. Hang on. Chris Braley. Chris Braley. Now I'll be reading his words. These are not my thoughts. Let me start by saying I think Jodie Whittaker is a fine actress, and she is more than adequate in the role as the female Doctor. But unfortunately, the series as a whole has so far been terrible, with excruciatingly bland writing, poor characterizations, and boring anecdotes. I can't read. As far as the core audience is concerned. Critics, on the other hand, continue to tell a different story altogether. The review and rating aggregate website Rotten Tomatoes giving the 11th season a massively fresh certification at 34%. By the way, out of the top critics, if you look down there, only one gave it a rotten score. One. As of today. The actual viewing audience, however, abysmal. Okay, so this is a screenshot from the 29th. Here we go. You guys are seeing that now. That is a current. Oh, go away. That is a current shot of what's going on right now. We have 4,657 reviews. So since my first video, there was about 1,600 or something like that. So there's been about 3,000 since my first video. My second video had about 3,000. So about 1,600. That was about a week ago. That's a lot of reviews. Now, mind you, the season just ended. And the critic review hasn't gone up. Now, if you go into the critics, I pointed this out in my video that only about 7 or 8 of these 38 reviewed this season when it was actually over. A lot of these reviews, this is kind of in their defense, were from the first few episodes, unless they were given the whole season to watch, which I read some of the reviews and they just talked about the first couple episodes. Same case for Star Trek Discovery, by the way. So we're going to go back to Bleeding Fool here. And at 25%, 25%. Do you believe that crap? Let me refresh. Maybe it's lower. Oh, it's lower. Oh, that's funny as hell. I mean, that's terrible. That is that. And look whose video that is. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. That is weird. Okay. It's surreal to see your video shared. To see all of this is surreal. Okay. How can there be such a wide disparity between the critics? The critics are saying 94% fresh and what the audience is saying at 26%. While we keep hearing how Whittaker's goofball performance as the 13th Doctor merits all of the critical acclaim, there's also been a lot of discussion that the series has been overdoing it on the social justice front. YouTuber Gary Beekler of Nerdrotic channel actually posted a great overview of what the audience ratings was at the RT, and I did that too. And Mecca's got shared too. There's Mecca's. Defenders of the show say that the poor Rotten Tomatoes audience ratings are being faked, but others, that's bullshit. But others who are willing to scratch beneath the surface seem to be noticing that it is actually the majority of these positive audience reviews that are from the faceless accounts that look as though they are haven't reviewed anything prior to posting their swooning review for the 13th Doctor. And yeah, that's something Mecca pointed out, and I pointed out in my first video that if you go in there, there's a brand new accounts. Now there is some of that on the other side as well, but it's all you have to do is look at just you'll see negative reviews that are paragraphs long, and I maybe saw 1 or 2 5-star reviews that had a paragraph. I mean, last time I checked. And beyond critics' numbers, the viewership numbers have been suffering as well. A gaming and geek culture website, One Angry Gamer, had this to say about the viewership numbers. The overnight numbers for Doctor Who season finale are in. And it wrapped up with a 35% drop compared to the season opener, managing just a 5.32 million figure in the overnight ratings compared to 8.2 million figure they hit during the season opener. That's live viewing. That's not calculated out. According to Doctor Who TV, the finale was slightly up over season 10's finale, which I pointed out, which clocked in at 5.29 in the 7-day figures, but rounded out to 5.6 in the 28-day average, according to Blogter Who, which is, I mean, they're very favorable to Doctor Who, but they're pretty straight shooters. That's a Blogter Who and Doctor Who TV are both websites I've been going to for years. However, and it's been hard to go to them now. It sucks. However, you have to keep in mind that season 10 started pretty low, opening at 6.68 million in 7-day figures at the 7.24 after monitoring the stats over a 28-day period, whereas season 11 started at an 8.2 overnight ratings and eventually consolidated to 10.54 for the season's aggregate. So technically, there was a much smaller drop-off between the opener and finale of season 10, with approximate 20% drop-off, despite the season having an overall viewership rating. Whereas there's a much larger drop-off between season's 11 opener and the finale, approximate 35% drop. Okay, that's not just a little drop. It's not. Even though it had a much higher opening viewership rating, so fewer people tuned in for season 11 finale compared to the season 10 finale relatively to the season openers. And what they also have to point out was it was on Sunday night in the fall. And Peter Capaldi's last season was ended in the middle of summer. Well, July 1st or something like that, in the very early July, when I don't know what the viewing habits are in the UK, so I can't say much on that. But in the US, nobody watches that shit. Nobody. We're out traveling, we're doing stuff. That's why, TV takes a big break in the summertime here for us. So I don't know if I'm sure they do that in the UK too, but it's a big country here. We're hitting the road. It's been reported that in spite of these low numbers and perpetual sinking audience reviews, everyone has been hired for another season. Yes, the entire creative team is coming back. So if third wave feminism or social justice doesn't destroy Doctor Who, maybe the new Daleks will. I think what's going to hurt it is bringing back this writer's room. And it sounds like it's prideful to me. I'll get back to the chat here. It sounds like it's just a point like, we'll show you guys. Is the BBC, I mean, do people in the UK say hold my beer, or do they say hold my pint? Here's the BBC going, hold my pint. We'll show you. You thought this year sucked. Oh boy. So I'm looking forward to Chris Chibnall's writing this episode. So I'm looking forward to, okay, these are possible countdown clock. It will look very cool and you won't know where that came. Okay, let's get down here. Diarrhea Tardis. Oh boy. Uh-oh, did I buffer? Did I buffer? Let me take this off. It says I'm fine. Stream is up again. Yeah, it says it's good over here. Sorry if it buffered. What did you miss? What did you miss? Tell me the last thing you heard. I thought the TARDIS design sucked. That's weird because on my side it says everything's cool for about 10 seconds. Holy shit. All right. Well, that's lost forever. You can watch it in the video. What was the last thing you saw though? Red matter. Okay, red matter was the last thing you heard. All right. So it buffered. There's actually a 30-second delay. So you probably didn't lose that much, to be honest with you. Is it a sonic spoon or a sonic screwdriver? I don't know. The BBC guy, they probably did. They probably did. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That's weird. Sorry about that, guys. I hate that happening. It might, you know what? Sometimes you pull up some of these damn websites and they are, yeah, they got a lot of crap running around in the background. So, we also have to talk about an article I was sent on Twitter. I'm probably going to make a video on this too, but we'll breeze over it a little bit. And then I want to talk about that Punisher villain thing. I'm not going to, yeah. Audio Video Club. And what did Joe say about this? He actually sent me this. Now, pretty offensive article in my opinion. Take it or leave it. I thought it would bring you guys. I'll just respond to Joe. Video on second. Cheers. Good old Joe, man. He sent me some good stuff. Just plain Joe. Thanks, man. So I'll make a video on this on the second, but we'll just breeze over it in a bit. But let me read some of the chat here first before we get another delay. Happy New Year, Vish. Daleks in MAGA hats, mark my words. Yeah, it's either that or it's gonna be the Dalek Queen. CK Brom, what is up with Legion? Good question. That's a good question. Legion, last I heard, it's getting one more season. Unless there was some news today, I don't know. We're getting a season 3, but that will be the last season of Legion, my friend, and that sucks because that is one of the best shows on TV. It's one of the best X-Men things. Fox did some good stuff. They did Logan. They did, the Wolverine was 2/3 a good movie. They did X2 at the time was great. Legion is kind of my favorite thing that they've done. Of course, Deadpool, of course. It was pretty. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Joel Tamburo. To me, Bill was the worst Who companion. She felt like a pantomime of a person, not a person. But then came season 11. I know, right? Well, season 10 was freaking terrible. It was terrible. And listen, I was full. If you go back and look at our recaps, I thought I liked it. And towards the end, I'm like starting to go, oh, what is going on here? And then it just got goddamn so political. And then I saw the Christmas special and what they did to William Hartnell's character. And about a month later after it aired, I watched it again and I just got pissed. I was like, oh no. And I was worried no matter what we were going to get, male or female with the Doctor, I was worried they were going to go down this road as far as politics. I don't know, in 2016 and 2017, entertainment felt emboldened to start speaking their mind on politics and not really caring about the customer or customer service. And yeah, we're seeing the results. And yeah, Jibba Jabba FPB. Hey, Bill was a lesbian. Spoilers. Oh man, we only heard it 3 times an episode, so it's okay. But because I'm a stupid collector, I ended up getting an action figure just to complete my collection. It didn't come with lesbian action though. I was a little disappointed in that. Firefly, curse you, Fox. We could have had Andromeda, but not Firefly. Firefly ended up ending pretty well, though. So, you know, I would have liked to have gotten full seasons of it, but that movie was Serenity was so good. Do you think Bill would have been had a yes, Thomas? Am I buffering again? It must be YouTube because on my side it says it's good. Here, gosh damn it! I'm just gonna pull down everything for right now. Hang on. Give me just a moment. Talk amongst yourselves. If you're buffering, then my internet is going crazy. Or you know what? We've been having issues here for a little while. If it keeps going, I'm gonna have to restart or something like that. So let me know if it keeps going. It's saying it's good on my side, but obviously it's not. Santo Dominus, hail Gary, and all the chat. Hope all went well. Great Christmas. I think 2019 will be a tough year for the shill media. More and more of the corporate-owned shill sites are being bought to light, being brought to light. Yes, they are. Happy New Year. Yes, their feet are being put to the fire. There are so many of us out there doing it, and that's good. And it's a natural reaction. You know, what happened is they started cutting down they started, shutting down their comment sections. And now, that's where people kind of got out. And then forums started shutting out people and started banning people for just, like the littlest stuff. Yes, some people should be banned for, horrible stuff. But if you're just simply disagreeing with people, you're starting to get banned. Or if you just mention something briefly, you're getting banned. There's that's going to go somewhere. And the wonderful thing about is it still buffering? Damn it. Yeah. This sucks. We might have to restart. Yeah, I don't know. It says it's good on my end, but here we go. Current frame rate is too high. Oh, come on. Come on. I'm going to try this for a second. All right. We're just going to do this for a second. And you can still hear me. No buffering here, San Francisco, California. That's good. Let's just let the frame rate relax a little bit. It could be my camera. It could be our internet just died the other day and then came back on. It could be this stupid company I'm with right now. So I don't know. But where was I? Okay. So media started shutting down any opposition whatsoever. Where are these people going to go? They started going, that's where I started going. I started reading more and more crap that I just couldn't believe. I'm just like, this doesn't seem right. Even I noticed it at the comic store. I talk to fans every day and I'm like, this thing that everybody's saying is awesome isn't awesome. It's really bad. It was really noticeable with Marvel Comics, man. Marvel Comics was just pushing this garbage on people, and they still are. And they're the ones. Oh, they're going to pay the price, man. If it wasn't for the MCU right now, I don't know if it would even be around anymore. We're going to find out in the next month or two if any comic shops survive this Christmas or how many survive this Christmas. I know we're going to lose some more. The number could be very high. Hermione needs to fix my glasses. Yeah, she does. All right, I'm going to turn my camera back on. Hopefully there we go. I'm back. So, BBC British Butthurt Channel. Yeah, and now that all these sites are being bought out, remember when Newsarama back in the day, before they got bought out, it was run by View Askew and Kevin Smith, and it used to be good. Remember Ain't It Cool? Before Harry Knowles, the truth about Harry Knowles got out there. It used to be good. It turned into a crap site. Yeah, They're all, comicbook.com's owned by CBS, but that's never been a great site. Come on, let's be real. Bleeding Cool was a place I went to like a long time ago. Can't stand it now. I can't even pull it up on my computer. There's so many damn ads. Bias Broadcorp. Yes, they are. And I'm still looking into that whole Barb thing. I think is interesting. I'm worried. I'm not worried, but I'm thinking some of those overnight ratings might be a little fudged. Would anybody be surprised? I wouldn't be surprised. MCU is going to be erased by SGW2 when I think even they didn't even get in Spider-Man Homecoming. Yes, the Indian kid was supposed to be Flash, and Peter the Bully, which will become Venom. Yeah, yeah, Broly. Yeah, Homecoming. Let's not forget Matt Miller. We won't. Santo Dominus, we won't. The LCSs will only survive if they've diversified their business beyond comics. Endless yep, you are correct there, sir. Absolutely correct. And that was kind of the thing. Like, I don't mind diversifying outside of comics. I like doing toys, but I'm not that into gaming. I would have to hire somebody to do that, which I don't have a problem with, but I like the comic parts. CBS Crybaby Station. Yep. They'll be crying for money, DJ. Marvel is pushing the ideology comics, which don't sell yet. Something good like Immortal Hulk gets no promotion, as if they're scared of something. As if they're scared of making something good. Chris, you're absolutely right, but there's one person there who's the biggest problem. Her name is Sana Amanad. There are many videos. Diversity in Comics has done videos on her, and just simply telling you what she does there, because Marvel's a lifestyle brand now. It's a lifestyle brand. It's about handbags and socks and whatever. Barb is a very small sample considering there's 66 million people here. I don't even know what Barb is. I mean, is it an aggregate, or what does it do? I mean, I know it what does it tabulate the ratings? What does it do? Peter Davidson is here. Davidson is here with an Australia. Is it an Austrian or Australian? Australian, $10. Peter, are you in Australia? Thank you so much. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to Australia. Mary Ashmead for $5. Gary, been here a long time and have had the privilege of watching you grow. Congrats on 18,000. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for the $5. You do not have to send super chats. You know that. But Ian, why does it say Ian? Why did it say Peter before and now it says Ian? That was weird. Did I read that wrong? No, it says Peter here and it says Ian there. That's weird. Okay, sorry, Peter or Ian. YouTube's a little funky right now. Maybe they're messing with the algorithm because it's year end. Who knows? Hey, YouTube, thank you. Seriously, thank you, YouTube. Like, this is brilliant. Thank you for giving me this platform. They've really given me little to no problems at all. Once in a while we get demonetized, but honestly, it's only for like a few minutes. They do the review and then they see I'm not like, mostly I think we get demonetized when we do our TV reviews, because sometimes people stream the TV shows and they just want to make sure I'm not doing that. So thank you, Mary. Just heard rumors that the Daleks from the New Year's episode of Doctor Who is just a refurbished version of the 60s Dalek. Way to cash in on the fan service, BBC. Oh, see, Adam Walker, did you see that new picture that they put up, and it's somebody working on a Dalek piece? I was thinking that they're just going to make like this brief appearance, so there'll be one Dalek. So that kind of goes with it. Kind of what Moffat did to him. Oh man, we need Russell T Davies back. That guy knew how to use the Daleks. But I think it's part of this whole PC thing, this whole politically correct thing, is we can't really, even with the damn Daleks, we can't show a villain because it's too scary and they don't want to scare kids. I mean, you got to get, I know it sounds insane. When people were really clapping back on me when I said they canceled the Christmas special because it's too politically correct. It's too much of a specific religion that they can't sell globally. And no, I don't think Muslims will get offended, but Think about the people who are running the show. These are a bunch of elitists who, I mean, this lip service they get to give to diversity and stuff. I don't know. It's not even a skin color thing. It's a class thing. Okay. It's like, it's a money thing. And I don't know how much time they spend with, we'll just say lower income people, pretty much who I've spent my entire life with. All right. I come from a long line of white trash. And, my dad was successful, but, we had poor relatives and, I was very poor when I was growing up. When my dad kicked me out, I had nothing. So I wonder how much time they've actually spent with that people. So when you hear them referring to them, they say, "Oh, people of color" and stuff like that. It sounds like they're talking about something they've never actually seen or met. It sounds weird. But as far as the political correctness goes, yeah, I actually do think they canceled the Christmas special, not for any other reason that they don't want to do it anymore. And they're not doing one next 2019. They didn't do one this year, and they almost didn't do one last year. And it was Moffat who saved it. So, I mean, like, I hated the episode, but I got to appreciate that he, like, wrote the episode probably in a night, and we got one, but I don't think we're getting one anymore. I think it's done. And I think they're just too chicken shit to come out and say it. And you can fill in the blanks on whatever reasons they are not doing a Christmas special. I've heard everything from, and this is not my opinion, this is what I've heard. I've heard everything from there's a Muslim character in it to they lost the slot because of a production delay. There's something happened behind the scenes on the set, and they wanted the slot, but then they couldn't get it. I mean, I've heard everything. Gotten emails, but the production delay thing is I've heard a couple times, and then apparently it's super competitive at the BBC. And once you lose the slot, you lose. It's like losing a vacation slot to a coworker. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't work there. I don't know. But I know if you go back and look at the reviews, if you go back and look at the viewing numbers and the ratings here, and their highest rated episodes generally are premieres, finales, and Christmas specials. So I am very curious to see what the ratings. I'm sure they'll be fantastic in the UK, but here in America, there's a lot of sports ball going on, and people party here on New Year's Eve quite a bit, and they just chill. They don't. It's not a big family day here. Maybe it used to be, but it's not. Does Warner Brothers need Snyder Cut now that Aquaman is taken off? No. Colossus Rex, they do not. Aquaman is your starting point. What you do is the DC, that stuff counted. Okay. Superman, all that stuff counts. You just refer to it very lightly. You change the tone. And now Walter Hamada and James Wan are in charge of the DCEU, or the DCU is what they would like to call it. They want to call it the DC Universe. I think I'll always call it the DCEU, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine. If they use the tone from Aquaman, thumbs up. I got nothing but love for Aquaman. And a part of it is because of stuff like Doctor Who and Star Trek Discovery, is that my expectations have gone so down the crapper. I am just happy I didn't get preached at. Like, there was a little environmental thing, but it actually worked for the story for me. So yeah, I was okay with it. We do put trash in the ocean. It's kind of bad. So and I thought it'd be funny. I thought that was a funny way to announce yourself. BBC didn't even give Morecambe or Wise Xmas special repeat this year. I don't know what that is. Is that kind of a traditional thing? Aki Ross, what is it called? A Morecambe and Wise? What's that? I'm sorry if I'm ignorant to that. Aquaman is going to make $1 billion. I think it's really close, right? Last time I checked, Ed Brewer, I always say we. It's a weird thing. I do. I actually mean me most of the time. Well, there's a lot of people living in my head too, Ed. There's a lot of voices in there. There's a lot of arguing back and forth. And then there's a lot of, did I leave the gas on? Gary, what tone do you give for Titan season 2? Aquaman. You make it fun. You know what? Okay, I know this will sound weird. Guardians of the Galaxy tone. That's what Teen Titans needs, is a Guardians of the Galaxy tone. Humorous with dark elements, a good that's a lost art. What Guardians of the Galaxy did was captured the Star Wars tone, like the OG original trilogy Star Wars tone. It captured it perfectly. A little bit thrilling, a little bit funny, a little bit fun, but there was actual stakes. And that's what Teen Titans needs to do. Wouldn't Aquaman be pro global warming? More ocean for him? Ronan, Joe, that's a very good point. Yeah, you know what? The more water they have, the more power. Yeah, so you melt the ice caps. Oh, that's a good thing. Ocean Master could do that. I want to, annex more land, so I will melt the ice caps. Well, they'd had Sub Diego in the comic books. Aquaman is the king of the DCU, but I have bad news. Netflix is going to give Frank Castle the woke treatment. Oh, yeah, we might as well talk about that now. As they dump on the whole MOTU franchise and their She-Ra reboot. Well, She-Ra's not going to last very long without any toys, comrade. And if they're not making toys for She-Ra, then then it's just a cartoon that will get forgotten about. It's a cartoon made for the kind of people, for the animators. They're making stuff for each other now. I think I mentioned that in the Orville video a couple times. They're making stuff for each other now. They're not making stuff for us. There's a great punk rock band called the Circle Jerks. Love the Circle Jerks. That's what it's going on right now in Hollywood and BBC. It's a big friggin' circle jerk. As far as the Punisher villain, well, I'm going to tread lightly here because oh, by the way, Colossus Rex, thank you for the $5. I already read that. Sorry about that. But thanks again for the $5. Because I don't want to get in the political aspect of it. But that bad guy they're being really basic and typical right now. And here's the issue I take with it. I haven't seen it. It might even fit into the story. I don't know. The problem is it's Netflix and Marvel not being aware of who watches the Punisher. Now, this is not I'm not endorsing the alt-right or white nationalism. That's not what I'm endorsing. The fact that they also tagged on the Christian thing, Hollywood still thinks it's fair game to pick on Christians. I am not a religious person, okay? But in my recovering AA, there's a lot of mixed religions in our AA meetings and NA meetings, and whatever works for you, rock on, brother. If that's where you find happiness, I have all the respect in the world, and I would never make fun of somebody's religion, which is weird because isn't Hollywood always talking about tolerance and understanding? But it's okay to pick on the Christians. I mean, fucking Christians. Let's go pick on the Christians, and it's, hey, Christians have done some shitty stuff, but not all of them. That's a broad generalization. They've actually done a lot of good stuff too. So I would say either make up a religion or my opinion, this is just mine, everybody's fair game. If you make Christians fair game, then everybody's fair game. If you pick on everybody equally, then I don't think anybody's really got a problem. I don't. I mean, sure. Listen, I read Preacher. I loved Preacher. It's not exactly pro Christianity. Okay. It's not. But this is also a very late 90s, 2000s kind of thing, and even late 80s when the PMRC was around. It's like now, maybe they feel like they need to pick on them because they're easier to pick on. I don't know if it's because it's not that big of a deal here anymore. I don't know. And it's not going to be the main villain. Okay. Jigsaw is going to be the main villain. I'm not even sure I'm going to watch it at this point. Daredevil season 3 was good. It was really good, but it was a big step down from seasons 1 and 2. And Iron Fist season 2 was about the worst thing I've seen this year. And that's like right up there with Doctor Who and Star Trek Discovery. Iron Fist season 2 exemplifies perfectly what the fuck is going on in Hollywood. It was a big, just a giant overcorrection for Time's Up, Me Too, just all of it. SJW, all of it. It was all there. So they're going to take the Punisher, who, I mean, like, you roll around here in the Bay Area, you see a big white Ford truck, and the guy has a Semper Fi sticker, and right next to it, there's a Punisher sticker. So if it's going to be a show where you make the military look bad, you're basically picking on one side. Now, of course, their argument is, well, he's a Nazi. Well, I mean, like, when did this become a thing? Really? Well, I mean, seriously, I mean, I know, but when did this become a thing? It's weird. You know what? They're all in prison. They're all in prison. They're not running around the streets. Yeah. So yeah, whatever. The Punisher, it's done. It's getting canceled. There will be no Punisher at Disney Plus, folks. So enjoy it. Enjoy John Bernthal. If they bring him back, it'll be like PG-13 Punisher, and he'll have a laser gun or something like that. But he won't be coming to Disney Plus. Sorry to say. Snyder films are dark. They are. They're literally dark. I cannot see anything. No, hey, listen. I am a fan of The Watchmen. I love his Watchmen movie. I love the book. And the movie adaptation, while sacrilege as it was, I got over it. I ended up enjoying it. I watched it with a bunch of comic book artists who dug it. And listen, the book is one of the greatest things ever written. And, the ending changed, whatever. It's a movie. It's different. I don't care. I liked it, but and I like 300 a lot, but he's the wrong guy for the DC universe. Gary is secretly Legion. No. Oh God, no. Comedic seriousness. Yes, it's a thing. Okay. If we are going to watch Aquaman, do not take a shower beforehand. No need to. You'll get your shower. Trust me. DJ Bowman knows about showers too. I found out that Disney has the rights to Sapphire and Steel. I don't want them to ruin this. They have the rights to a lot of stuff now. They have the rights to the Orville. They have the rights to the X-Files. They have the rights to Firefly? Somewhat. They have the rights to Buffy. But I think Joss Whedon holds some rights too. But yeah, they have the rights to all kinds of shit now. Tiki of Doom likes it too. See, yeah, I'm not alone in that. I know some people do. I have my, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's behind his head, right behind the Cyberman's mask. I have my, my 4K extended version with, with everything put in. It's great. Oh, wow. Rookie Critic. Happy New Year, nerd. Happy New Year, Rookie Critic. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it. The Doctor 14 Blu-ray reviews for a 20-pound super chat. Rotten Tomatoes can be easily abused. Doctor Who Rotten Tomatoes scores started at 41%, but then guys like you started making videos and mob mentality took over, and it's called Met bombing. Mr. Tardis just told me this. Well, they can do it the other way. Mr. Tardis can do it the other way. So, and I made sure to point that out in my videos. I'm like, hey, listen, when this is brought up before, when it was brought up for Star Wars and Star Trek, there was a bump up right after people did videos. It went up about 5%. This has not been the case for Doctor Who. Now, if it's got defenders, listen, if I was the BBC, you could hire somebody for one day, get a VPN, rock on, and you could change that. But if we go there right now, let's go there right now and check out some of the reviews. They are not gospel. What they are is a barometer. But thank you for the super chat. Who I don't know who Mr. Tardis is. Is he a YouTuber? Maybe I've seen Mr. Tardis. I don't know. In my travels. There's the individual episodes too. Yeah, we're gonna have to do those someday. Oh my god, it takes you away got 100%. What? Oh shit. All right, let's get to the audience reviews. Well, what the fuck? You guys are okay. Yeah, there's definitely some of that going on, but again, you can do it the other way. Nobody's stopping you. All right, here we go. See, but they don't count this. See, there's no flag there. If you don't see a flag, it doesn't count. But then we got Gary M here. Nice first name and a cute dog right there. I have been a fan since dear old John Pertwee and love the reboot, but this program has been totally ruined by a miscast doctor and an absolutely dire and boring stories. It's not helped that whilst the critics allegedly love it, sorry, but us members of the public can see straight through the NPC rubbish. The show has the only thing I actually watched on the BBC. So, yep, I have ditched the TV license as well as this incarnation of the show. As of this incarnation of the show, then we could stop the PC bullshit. This includes Supergirl too. That's why I don't watch Supergirl. I just simply don't watch it. Half star. It's got a flag. I used to watch Doctor Who to escape and enjoy science fiction stories, but now it's just political nightmare and points the finger at white men and bad guys as bad guys. I gave the show an honest shot and welcomed a woman as the Doctor, but not for this. The show is now an SJW wet dream, and in many ways that. One, it has the man-hating one-liners, and every episode involves a PC rhetoric of how oppression is a problem for everyone but straight white men. The BBC have killed this show, and everyone who is a true fan is left out to dry. I hold no hope for the future of Doctor Who series, as it is now dead to me, and I will look back at what the show once was. I devoted my time to escape this PC nightmare. Now I live in it. R.I.P. Doctor Who, 2005, 2017. I would agree with that. I would say it was gone before and dumpster fire stuff. But okay, I'm gonna go. Listen. Things could have changed, but I'm looking for the 5-star defending reviews that have big paragraphs, big articles. Anything? Used all of my. Used to be my all-time favorite show. I blame the writers and a need. Oh, wait. Did he mean to give it 5 stars? I don't think he meant to give it 5 stars. John Nada. Is that you, Johnny Nada? Johnny Nada, you still in the chat? Is it the same Johnny Nada? I know it's a name from but there you go. Let's go. Okay, I'm looking for. We're on page 3 now, folks. Page 3. Nope. Oh, there's no writing. No writing. I am looking for a well-written 5-star review. Oh, here we go. Oh, good. Okay. No name. I thoroughly enjoy the cast, particularly the fresh take of the humble, quirky role of the Doctor played by Jodie Whittaker. I enjoyed the idea the Doctor can be for a large demographic, and that the new series is bringing in political and historical links in some of the journeys, allowing others to gain insight into different contextual situations. I would love to see these companions develop as well, as a bit more depth of the companions may be they may meet their way. So far, it has definitely shown potential and look forward to seeing more. Okay. That's 1 in 4 pages. I'm going. Oh, we got it. Okay, I got to count this. Doctor Who has been amazing with the new Doctor and the companions. Also, the Tardis is really good with its new color and its new console. So I would rate this 5 stars. Because she liked the TARDIS. Did we see the TARDIS enough to even comment on it? So that's 2. There's 4-star. Nope, no writing. 5 pages, 2 and 5 pages. Here we go. Oh God, that is somebody who's upset right there. When you're writing 4 paragraphs, You got to think this out. That is an upset person. Oh, 5 stars. Oh, no, didn't write. Oh, no, didn't write anything, but he put a picture there. Thanks, Curtis. You're a brave man. Oh, wait, 3 stars. Can we count 3 stars? That's seriously average. That's really long. I'm not going to read that. I'll count it. Okay, screw it. It was 3 stars. I'll count it. So we got to, what are we, page 8? We have 3 reviews that are positive that have a paragraph in 8 pages. Series 11 was great. The fake news are ruining the audience score because of Jodie. Jodie is a great actress and a great doctor. Okay. Give me specifics. What was her greatest moment? Was it the facial expressions? I mean, honestly, the writing was so bad. Nobody could. Well, Bradley Walsh did okay. He did. But you can tell that the writers were way more comfortable writing Bradley Walsh's character. And even in the Demons of Punjab, the characters in there were really well developed. The writer was way more comfortable writing that than any kind of science fiction. Science fiction is an art form that you just can't fucking pick up and do. All right. Good luck. Good luck. There's something, it's kind of got to be a lifelong passion for you to be very competent at it. Okay. We have Melissa M. Doctor Who was my favorite series for longer than a decade. Not anymore. I fail to recognize anything remotely doctorish in this regeneration or the path Chris Chibnall has led us through season 11. The 1 star goes to Bradley Walsh, who was thoroughly entertaining and is the most convincing of the bunch of underdeveloped companions to Whittaker's doctor. Her doctor copies many characteristics of more accomplished doctors, especially David Tennant's doctor, but without the charm and later possessed, the latter possessed in spades. I'm very sad at the state of my once favorite show. At this moment, the show reminds me of a dying person hooked up to life support. For the love of everything Doctor Who has once represented, plug it off before it gets too late. Militia, that was beautiful and sad. Very sad. It's very fucking sad. I mean, like, we could just forget. I mean, like, Jodie's here to stay at least for 1 more year. It will not be different. Season 12 will be the same crap with a Cyberman or 2 and maybe a Zygon. Maybe. But I mean, we have left the Zygons are on Earth right now because the Time War destroyed their planet, unless we're just going to completely forget the Moffat canon. And yeah. Oh, and then they're being sued by Leftwich Stewart's creator because I went to the wonderful website Plagiarism Today, and I read it on the live stream. There is a lot of the BBC doesn't own a lot of their characters outright, like Brigadier Leftwich Stewart and the Daleks and a K9. And there's a lot of things they don't own. They use, and they can use, but they have to use it in partnership. Sure. If you guys want to bring up the Counterpart, what do you want to talk about? Want to talk about theories? I was going to kind of save that towards the end. Doctor Who is like Davros clinging to life. It is. It is. It's super depressing, to be honest with you. That's why so many people came out. Listen, it's not just a small amount of fans. A lot of people were quiet for what I said in this last video. Most of the critics are scared. They're not going to actually say what they thought, and some did. But what they ended up doing was, well, the show wasn't that great, but it's a woman doctor, 10 out of 10. Well, that's not a good review. That's not a good review. It's just like, oh, somebody's in it. Okay, great. There's a lot of movies that had good movie stars that sucked. Look at the ratings for Black Lightning. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Hard pass, rapper, 10,000. I haven't watched Black Lightning at all, But I know it got pretty political this season, right? Not surprised. Do they own the TARDIS in Romana? They don't own the TARDIS outright, Mr. Roboto. Romana, I don't know. There's something about the TARDIS that's a little fuzzy, apparently. Or no, okay, so they own the TARDIS, but somebody thought they owned the rights to the TARDIS and they sued them, but they lost. I'm remembering that. If I can find, I'm worried about going on here. Don't give up the Who, Gary. Banned on the show, #1. The actress who portrayed Missy would have been a great doctor. Magna Knight 2 says five. Thank you for the $5 super chat. She kind of would. She would have been a better doctor than Jodie. Michelle Gomez, absolutely. She was great as Missy. Loved her as Missy. And I won't give up on the Who, Mr. Roboto. Well, I mean, on the old stuff. I'm not giving the BBC any more money, though. Period. End of story. I buy everything Doctor Who secondhand on eBay. So it goes to some bloke or some lady, usually in the UK, because like you guys have all the cool stuff over there. So, and thankfully, you guys in the UK are really friendly about shipping stuff to the US. I have to appreciate that. Thank you very much. Takes a little longer, but it's worth the wait. Got my special weapons Dalek. I was very happy. Very happy. It's the little things in life, folks, that keep you going. Really does. Out of the terrible mess that was season 11, what would your favorite episode? Mine was Witchfinders, only because a stellar performance from Alan Cummings. I do not have a favorite episode, Carl J. I would say The Woman Who Fell to the Earth was probably, if you want to call a decent episode, but it was just awful. Yeah, and I'm going to forget about, like, I was trying to think about, well, what episode did I like in season 10? And I mean, I can't remember one. I remember there being a beast below the ice during the Frost Fair. And I watched it, and it's just like, I completely forgot it. And I remember Bill reminding everybody she's a lesbian. That's it. Oh, and then the end, of course, the Master came back, and that was cool. But then I don't remember much. I remember Cyber Bill carrying the Doctor. Which was supposed to be kind of a clap back to Stephen Moffat's Doctor carrying Amy Pond, which, okay, whatever. When I saw that, I was like, all right, I know where we're going. Cummings or Goings? Coyote clone, I saw what you did there. I saw what you did there. Read the new Chris Chibnall interview where he defends season 11. It's pathetic. I saw that. Oh yeah, I've got this week there's a bunch of Doctor Who videos coming out. We're going to kind of wrap up the season. There'll be the last interviews, we'll do some post-mortem, and be very thankful they're taking a year off. Oh, it's more than a year off too. Hey, thanks, Smoking Skull. Hey, congrats on 18K. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's I'm glad they're taking a year off, and it's going to be more. It's going to be fall. They're not going to bring her back in the spring. That's what I heard. I could be wrong though. Do I love or hate the new shows on Netflix? I don't like Sabrina. I liked Maniac. I like the weirder shows. But as far as like their normal shows, I didn't like. I tried Sabrina, and it's just really not for me. That is not made for me. It is not a show made for a 50-year-old guy. Son of Scaro, £5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you got a question, shoot me the question. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are helping keeping the lights on. It's a lot of fun. And Bryce 11544. Isn't Rose Tyler returning? Probably for an episode or two. So how's she going to deal with the Doctor being Jodie? My guess is they're gonna bring back whoever they can. But I don't. Yeah, I think they'll bring back a female companion, and who knows? They'll probably deal with it in the way you think. Gary, son of Scarl, Gary, what would make the BBC sit up and take notice to change the direction of Doctor Who? Merchandise sales going down the absolute crapper. That will be the only thing that gets their attention. Stop buying their stuff. Ratings cannot float the show anymore. So if we simply, and I'm not, I mean, there's nothing to buy. I would not buy a single thing with that new logo on it. Not a thing. And I don't care if it's like a repaint of like a Tenet figure. If it's got that logo on it, not doing it. Thank you, Filthy News. Yeah, buddy. Congrats on 18,000. Check out the Bandersnatch Choose Your Own Adventure Black Mirror. That I'm going to check out, but that requires a serious chunk of time. That will be tomorrow. That's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah. If you would be more subtle, it would be more subtle if Bill just wore shirts with the word L on them with big letters. Sort of like a 60s Batman show. This is Jolt. No shit. Let's see if I can find that. Oh man. Plagiarism today. Oh, who writes? There it is. Hey, I found it. Okay, we can read this again real quick. I'm just going to briefly go over it because some of you have heard this before. Okay, tell me if this thing buffers again. God damn it. Okay, those are the super chats. Hey, now we want to see this. All right, the strange copyright of Doctor Who. And we go down here. A Tardis divided. A copyright control for most of the TV shows includes sci-fi shows. Pretty straightforward. Star Trek, for example, is controlled by CBS and Paramount. It's not exactly straightforward as it sounds. And Star Wars is controlled by Disney and Lucasfilm. That's because most TV shows writers who work either are employees or sign work for hire contracts and ensure everything they create becomes property of their employer. In Doctor Who's case, it's not what happened, at least in the beginning. For very much of the show's history, up until roughly the fifth Doctor, writers often retained copyright on what they created. So while the series included its lead character, and much of the core of the show is controlled by the BBC, many of the characters that were added early on were not. Why this was the case is unclear, but ultimately probably because they just didn't think it would ever turn into such a thing. It comes down to contracts between writers and their creatives on the show and the BBC. However, is likely to do with at least part with the show's infamously low budget during its original run. They were too cheap to write contracts. Okay, so we go. The TARDIS. Somebody asked about the TARDIS. Though nothing is more iconic about Doctor Who than the TARDIS, at least two outside entities have tried to lay claim to it. First, the London Metropolitan Police Department, which attempted to claim it should hold the trademark to the name due to the likeness of the police box. They lost the case in 2013. The son of Tony Coburn, the man who came up with the original concept of the TARDIS, claimed the BBC was not giving due credit to his father in the run-up to the show's 50th anniversary and filed a lawsuit for copyright infringement. Don't know what happened to it. And of course, they talk about Lethbridge Stewart, the Daleks, and K9. The Daleks is, though the design of the Daleks is owned by the BBC, the characters of the Daleks are owned by the estate of their creator, Terry Nation. This is a result of something of a joint ownership of the characters, where neither can really move forward without the other. In the 1960s, Nation had written a pilot for which he pitched a TV series about the species, but it was never produced. There you go. Plagiarism today. You know, everybody gets up in the morning and reads plagiarism today. Have you ever come across A Minority Team. Yes, Dr. Meatball. I know all about Minority Team. It's on Adult Swim. It is fucking hilarious. It's done in a Jack Kirby style. A team of minority stereotypes, amazing satire, almost mind-blowing today. Cannot recommend Minority Team enough. It's so good. Let's see if I can pull up a shot of Minority Team. Minority. This is not very politically correct, just so you know. There's not a big picture of them. What the hell? I need a big picture of Minority Team. Come on, guys. There we go. Okay, be ready, folks. This is not very PC. So that's Minority Team. Holy shit. Oh, God. Oh, shit. I just, yeah. What? Yeah. You know what? Satire is a good thing, and it needs to exist. Okay. Oh, shit. Yes. Have I ever heard of a show called Drawn Together? Yes. It's pushed its non-PC past the limits, and it was hilarious. Wasn't it? It's a animated reality show, right? Silhouetted animator. I remember that. Yes. I don't remember much of Missy. Hated Moffat's run. Just breezed through the episodes. Arkantos. Yes, I didn't rewatch a lot of Moffat's episodes. That's why I don't retain them. Russell T Davies episodes and the older episodes. Man, watch them over and over and over again. I watch an episode of Doctor Who every day, sometimes more. Been on a bit of an Orville kick, though, by the way. Perpetual Punster. Are there any good Doctor Who fan films? That's something I've only recently started looking for. There's some okay ones. Nothing like Vader. Oh, wow. That was great. How many of you guys saw Vader out there from Star Wars Theory? I'm sure everybody did. Holy shit. That was good. That was good. And Axanar, Star Trek Axanar. Those are like the gold standard of fan film now. Fan films are cool as long as you're having fun doing it. But honestly, I go with George R. R. Martin on the whole fan thing. If you're going to put that much time and money into something, make it your own. Just like make up your own characters and then maybe you have something that's worth money. I mean, it's cool to have that much passion and I love that, but that's where I come from. But I love, good fan productions. It's awesome to see that. That means a franchise is healthy. That means people still love it. And the companies who put out that stuff should just be nothing but grateful for it. I'd be whatever. They don't lose anything. They really don't. If you embrace the fan films, all you do is win. Nobody's mad at you. Once in a while, maybe the fan film is better than something you're doing. Well, then look in the mirror and make something better. Professional organization that should be doing that anyway. Have I watched Metalocalypse? I can't pronounce it. Metalocalypse. Yes. Metalocalypse. Yes. Yes. I loved it. Venture Brothers is my favorite. Venture Brothers is number one as far as Adult Swim stuff. Nothing beats the Venture Brothers. We reviewed, last season 7 was so good. New Guardian, $7.99, Australian $7.99. I checked out most of the forms of the media after Gamergate. You watch, so I don't need to. Cheers. I checked out on most forms of media after Gamergate. You watch, so I don't need to. Cheers. Hey, no problem, New Guardian. Thank you very much for the $7.99. That's where it all started. That's where it all started. And actually, it was Gamergate, and it happened in sci-fi books with the whole sad puppy thing. That was happening at the same time. And then it moved into comics, and it entrenched itself there, and it's not coming out, period. TV, we might lose some big franchises, but I think overall we might be able to get that back because you're getting in the general public territory now. Like comic books are still niche. The gamers fought back to their credit. Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, you're right. I got you on that one. Go Team Venture, says Bryce 11544. Hell yeah, hench for life. I had forgotten about it. I remember seeing some of it. I need to track it down and watch the whole thing again. Are you talking about Metalocalypse or Venture Brothers? I've been reading Revenge of the Sith on your recommendation. It is so much better. Also, you should read the Vader comics, 50 Issues of Greatness. Matthew Matson, I read the first 12, and they were great. Yeah, Star Wars fans, if you've not read the Revenge of the Sith novelization, pick it up tomorrow. Pick it up tomorrow, and you know, especially if you're a prequel fan. If you're a prequel fan, read that book, and you will see what Revenge of the Sith could have been. The novelization, I shit you not, is great. It's great. It really fleshes out stuff that George didn't have time to put in the movie or whatever. And it makes it like a real, like, yeah, it's a total different experience. Trust me on that one. Thoughts on the Knight Rider reboot? Stop reboots, please. Please. There's so much new stuff out there. Please give us something new. Yeah. I think there should be a moratorium on prequels and reboots for a decade. Can I make that law? Hidden Wiki said, go Team Venture. There's 345 people in the chat. Yeah, awesome. That's rad. Thanks. Did I just drop a rad? There, I just dropped my SoCal on you. I'm sorry. That's rad, dude. Oh my God. Definitely probably already asked, what is your favorite doctor? Also, congrats on 18K. Carl J. My favorite doctor, it switches from, God. I'm going to have to say it's probably Tom Baker. But David Tennant's like right there. It switches from day to day between the two. My third favorite is the Third Doctor. I'm a big John Pertwee guy. Love him. His first episode is so fucking funny. When he's in the bed and he got his shoes and he puts them up to it, like it's hilarious. And he's singing in the shower. Dorian Brooker, yeah, Alter Carbon was great. Alter Carbon. If Netflix makes more stuff like Alter Carbon, I'm in. But I think Amazon's going to be a place to go for genre. I think Jeff Bezos is a nerd, and with a lot of money. Yeah. Matt Smith is good too. I was just thinking, I need to break. I have my 1/6 scale Tom Baker Big Chief thing. That's the only one that's worth like a crazy amount of money. I'm glad I bought that when I did. Davidson's cool too, though. I learned to like him. His season 1 just came out on Blu-ray. Peter Davidson. Yes. Here in the States. HBO's bringing back Alf. Is it going to be like Dark Alf? Well, the isn't Sesame Street on HBO right now? Maybe we could have an Alf Watchmen crossover. What are my thoughts on people panning Aquaman for not being political? They suck. And like, they should be pointed out. Like, why does a movie need to be political? Why? And what side political? And yeah, I just say, look at the people who are panning that. Look at their, just look where they're coming from. It sounds like people with a lot of time on their hands. People who, yeah. and it's okay, no judgment. If you got time in your hands, cool. But try to use it wisely. That's all I'm gonna say. Gary, can you read the reviews for Star Wars Theories fan film on IMDb for a future video or stream? Yeah, hold on. I'd do that. That'd be cool. Thank Odin Jeff Bezos picked up The Expanse. Hell yeah, TM Martin. Oh, can't wait for The Expanse. Woo! So excited for that. I like Peter Cushing as Doctor Who. Very underrated. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, he's a doctor in my head canon, Angel. I dig those movies. The style on those things are so cool. They have the best posters. I need to get one of those posters, but like I'm such a collector, I need to get like the original one sheet. Those Dalek posters are sick. Here, let me show you something from the Dalek movie posters. I'm sure most of you have seen them. Dalek. These are just beautiful forms of art. Colors on the. Oh man, I love this so much. So much. Boom, 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 boom. That is beautiful. Doctor Who and the Daleks now on the big screen in color. Look at that. Is just, I don't know. That speaks to me right there. Just that Technicolor Technoscope. I worked for Technicolor too. I did. Yeah. I need something like this. Problem is I have no wall space, but there's always a ceiling. What's this? Oh, hey. What's that? What the fuck? I don't have this. Oh, it's $64. Oh, it's a frame. Okay. TV poster print. Doctor. I was like, is that a comic book? Yeah, okay. It's one of the newer ones. I'm like, what the hell? I like that though. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, they didn't show what I was just looking at on eBay. Oh, is that What the hell was that? Walmart or something? I don't know. I got to be careful what I click on. Yes, there's all those wonderful super chats again. Hey, at least I'm keeping my window up. And there's Aqua Team. All right. Let's get to the chat some more. I didn't even know Doctor Who TV show existed. I love Gary because he's a confessed Anglophile. I absolutely am, Joe. Straight up obsessed. Always been in the music, the culture. Listen, I watched the young ones, the 8 episodes over and 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 over, fucking over again. Monty Python over and over and over and over again. Benny Hill, Blackadder, Faulty Towers. Grew up on that shit. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Douglas Adams. Was instrumental in my life. Like it was, during my adolescence, and I had a pretty rough adolescence, and I had a copy of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy with me everywhere I went and read it. And some days, like, it got me through some really fucking hard times. I love it. And then, of course, I went there for the first time. Mind was blown. It also didn't hurt. Like the first time I went to London was like the first time I'd actually traveled somewhere when I was younger. And then I went back later with my wife a few times, and going again. In 2019, we will be there. Oh yeah. Cannot wait. Paul Blake 7 is first on my, we'll say first or second on my list to watch in 2019. I have to watch Babylon 5 too. They both have numbers in them. Babylon 5, Blake 7. But everything I hear about Blake 7, it'll be one of those situations, kind of like Farscape, Paul, where I'm like, why didn't I watch this before? I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. It's okay. Chris Persia, I even liked, I got satellite radio so I could listen to BBC One, and I quit satellite radio when they got rid of BBC One. And yes, I was listening to that freaking, your pop music was fascinating, and I hate pop music. I hate it. But no, I was listening to the BBC One radio is a BBC One where everybody talks fast, and kind of spazzy. And yeah. Oh, I bought all your crappy newspapers, and they're not really crappy. I like had a stack of them, and I read them every day when I got up in the morning, and then put a backpack on and walked around. And I was walking around London so much. The funniest thing in the world, true story. 2 English people asked me for directions in London, and I gave them to them. I was like, oh yeah, Trafalgar Square is right down there. You just go boop, 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 boop. My wife was cracking up. But I walked around London so much on foot where I didn't even get on the tube or anything. I've just huffed it around that I know the city. So, and I had stuff thrown at me at Marble Arch, by the way, because there was a big anti-war rally. This was right around when we started what our second invasion of Iraq or whatever it was, and I was kind of clueless at the time, so I went out jogging by Marble Arch, and there was a big protest there, and I didn't know it, and all of a sudden I'm getting like stuff thrown at me, and I'm like, what the fuck, and I like took my headphones off because I had my CD player, my sports Walkman CD player, and I have a big freaking Captain America shirt. It's a big old star and the stripes on it, so it's like the it's like his costume, and I'm running through an anti-war rally with this Captain America shirt on. Didn't even think about it. I'm like, oh, I better run over here now. And that's what I did. Yeah. You know what though? I'm not like London's like maybe it's the snobby American. I went to some bad parts. It is not a town. I am not scared of anything there. I was like, I'm not worried about getting mugged or anything. It's like, oh man, you come down to San Francisco, there are parts here, man. Who do not go. Do not go. Yes. Well, yeah, Harvey, it's not anymore. It was still the time that this happened was 2003, 2002, 2003. Yeah, it was funny. Oh man, and some of the signs in those things, I was like, what am I walking into? Because I'm like, why would they say they were just saying horrible things about like Israel and stuff. I'm like, what do they got to do with it? I mean, I don't know. I was ignorant to it. So I just got the fuck out of there and went to that what's the bad pizza place? It wasn't bad, it was actually decent. Pizza Uno or something like that you guys had over there. That pizza chain that was everywhere at the time. Ran over there, had a pizza. Oh, Angel, yeah, I heard that. That's a dark subject. I saw that though. Yeah, I that's well, honestly though, you just disappear here, Angel. Actually, we had a friend who was something very similar happened to her. She used to work in our salon, and it was a big news story here. So yeah, no, that stuff happens here too. It's very, very bad. You got to be careful where you walk around at night. And also, you got to be careful who you date. Um, Pizza Express. Maybe that's what maybe that's what it was. Why did I say Pizza Uno? Because there's Pizza Uno somewhere. Pizza Express. It's like a chain. It's like a little chain of pizza places that's everywhere. Not Pizza Hut. No, if it was American, I'd have known. Um, but this was like 15 years ago, so it might be gone. Yeah, you were 3 years old in 2003. I was 33. So, which video game controversy still has you pissed off? Uh, for me, it's Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 is ridiculous. The Rapper 10,000. I mean, it's dumb. It's like that's the dumbest move ever. But what has got me pissed off is fucking Blizzard, because I'm a Diablo fan. It's like I don't play any video games, dude. I play Diablo. That's it. The one game I play, and they're gonna put it on a fucking phone. Pizza Uno's in Chicago. Maybe that's yeah. I spent a lot of time in Chicago too, Bryce. So you're probably right. It was probably Chicago where I was thinking of Pizza Uno. Pizza Hut is American. Spoilers, Gary. Well, no, it's isn't there a song out there that tells the story? Combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Um Isn't a pizza the best in New York? Honestly, I haven't had a New York pizza in New York. That's something I need to rectify. Radio Times posted news that Chris Chibnall defends Doctor Who's focus on social issues. It's fundamental. Oh, it's fucking fundamental. All right. Excuse my language, Sam. It's fundamentalist. It's fundamental. I'm really, really, really trying to like not record a video for a day. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. I just want to chill. But no, hey, when the algorithm's going, you can't stop. Pedal to the metal, right? You can sleep when you're dead. Although staying up till 3 a.m. is like really hard on me. I am not a young man. Disliking the Gary is a sign of self-loathing. Yeah, 6-scale combat, self-loathing bad, self-deprecation good. Lived in Boston for 5 years during college. It's a great town, but very young. Great time. Boston's a great town. It really is. It is such a great town. Pizza in New Jersey or New York City? I don't know, Relic. What's better? Honestly, what's better? My cousin lives on Long Island. Gary, every time I listen to Primus over the Electric Rainbow, the headed southward from San Francisco to be with Chuckles and others. Hidden Wiki, Primus. I love Les Claypool. He's a bizarre person. One of my happiest days as in the Air Force was when they opened a Pizza Hut in Ipswich. Which Captain Robert April, which Ipswich? Because there's an Ipswich in South Dakota. I doubt they opened one there. Is this Ipswich in like the UK? Ipswich, South Dakota is really close to where my dad grew up. Roscoe, South Dakota, which is 50 miles east of Aberdeen, which I know there's an Aberdeen in the UK. Am I doing a review of tomorrow of Doctor Who? Yes. Thank you I know pizza sounds great right now, doesn't it, Brent? Like I am so getting a pizza. Okay. So tomorrow's schedule is as follows. I believe Doctor Who, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, please. Doctor Who airs at 7 p.m. tomorrow in UK time. So if it ends 7 p.m. there, that means it's like 10 or 11 here. Okay. So right after it airs in the UK. I'm going to be ready to watch at 10. So I'll say it'll be 11 between 11 and 12 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to do, Susan's going to be with me. We're going to do a live chat. It can go as long as you want because I'm going to be doing a review video right after that. That's going to be like 10 minutes long of just me reviewing the show for people who do not want to watch a big old long live stream. So first is the live talk with the UK folks. Then the video comes out about 2 or 3. And then about 7 or 8 p.m. Pacific time in the evening, we're going to talk to the US folks after it airs in the US. That's if anybody's here to talk. They might be partying, whatever. But yes, it's all Doctor Who all the freaking time tomorrow. And then hopefully, if I have time, I will drop a Doctor Who video Thursday morning, but that's iffy at this point. If not, it'll be Friday morning. I've actually got 3 Doctor Who videos planned, but if it drops down to 20%, I'm going to have to make it a trilogy. 1 hour until 2019 for Mako. Happy New Year. G&G is doing a 24th charity live stream starting soon. Just a 24-hour one. Cool. Good for them, man. I like that. Chris Chinballs, thank you for the 5 Canadian dollars. Gary, my episodes are fundamental. It just so happens that the BBC agrees with bad writing. I mean, interpretational writing. Thank you, Chris Chinballs. Oh, goddamn, that's funny. Fundamental. Yeah, I got some fundamentals for you. New Year's sucks. Kato Rowan, it's amateur hour here. I've already talked about that. Okay, I'm going to open it up to counterpart questions. If anybody's got any, if you want to continue about Doctor Who, cool. But I'm opening up to Counterpart. Counterpart's a great show that not enough people are watching. We need more people to watch Counterpart. I'm not sure where it airs in the UK. But you guys are seeing it over there in Europe, so that's good. It's on Stars. It's on a network called Stars here, which is kind of a small, dying cable network. It gets crappy overnight ratings, but enough people watch it on streaming that it's great. It's about it's a spy drama with an alternate reality. It stars J. Jonah Jameson from the Spider-Man movies, J.K. Simmons. He's also from Oz. He's a brilliant actor. Also is Harry Lloyd, okay, from Game of Thrones and Doctor Who. Family of Blood. The last 2 episodes were some of the best episodes of the series. I think it's on HBO outside of the US, except in Canada. Outlander is amazing. Connor Brennan. I like, Outlander is inspired by Doctor Who. It is. Karen Gillan needs to get back to Scotland. She's losing her accent. Yeah, that happens when you're out here too long. Neil Gaiman's practically lost his too. We are Siths, says Broly. Have you seen the article on comicbook.com about James Wan said to the haters and lovers of Aquaman? I have not. What did he say, Loke? It was probably something classy. I don't know. He seems to be generally a pretty classy dude. I could be wrong. I'm sorry, Gary, but I dropped Stars. Good unplugged this summer. Philip A. Demick Counterpart is one of the best shows on TV. Find a way to watch it. You can get a Stars edition on your Hulu or on Amazon for very cheap. There is a 7-day trial going. You can, if you want, wait till the season is over, get the free 7-day trial and watch it. You will not regret it. It's the best. It's one of the best shows on TV. It's in my top 3. Yeah, a lot of people pulled the plug on. You know what? Stars. I was pissed when they canceled Penny Dreadful. I was really pissed when they fucking canceled Ash versus Evil Dead. If it wasn't for a Counterpart, they'd be dead to me. Kind of like sci-fi. I have a hard time trusting sci-fi. I know Deadly Class is actually a pretty decent show, but I don't know. Congrats on 18,000 subs. That's fantastic, says Gary Bell. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I went to bed last night and then I got up this morning and then it kind of blazed past 18,000. I was shocked. I wasn't sure anybody would like the Orville video, but I guess you guys did. No, that thing is so here, I don't want to brag too much, but it's not bragging. I'm just very proud of it. And I'm trying to, what I can do is see what you guys see on views isn't necessarily always the, oh shit. So it came out at 6 this morning. Visible views are 17,000. It's actually at 21,000 views already. That's insane. But people are going to stop watching tonight once they start partying. We are at 18.3 something on subs. That's brilliant. That is thanks to you people. And man, it just puts me in a good mood. I'm so fired up. So yeah, Doomcock's doing a live stream tomorrow. We might cross streams. I don't mean to do that, but we got to talk Doctor Who. It's pretty much the last Doctor Who of the year. So what my plans are with Doctor Who is anything major, like after the season's done, if something major news happens, of course I will report on it. I've got 3 videos coming, like I said before. So yeah, there's a lot of Doctor Who coming soon. But after that, we're going to be covering a lot of TV in January, and then Star Trek Discovery shows up, and that's like Doctor Who season 11 all over again. Love the Orville video. I got a little teary-eyed at what we lost in 2000. You did, Doug? Oh man, it's sad. It really is. Thanks. Yeah, that was it was 2019 is a fucked up year for our franchises. It really is. Great year for the channel, really bad year for stuff I like. Uh, and then like before that, we lost Marvel, and now maybe DC. It's just getting worse and worse. I saw the RT, that audience score, and Doctor Who going down to 25%. And that's at 24 now. Night Flyers did not end well, Dave, for me. I kind of liked Origins better. It had a good start though, but yeah. Oh God, thank you, Pim Farm Girl. I gotta stop. I gotta do that as well because I think I need to acknowledge some PayPal's. So I gotta find. Maybe I should just have my Discord open. Maybe I don't know. Honestly, I'm like completely idiotic when it comes to Discord. I become old man Gary at that point. Here we go. Oh wow. Okay. So we got where's my activity? Hang on. Wow. We got a lot. Okay, so oh boy. How far back does this go? On the 27th, Glenn Bush sent us like $60, and then Cray K Limited sent us $25. So thank you so much. Thank you, Penn Farm Girl, for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Yes, we have a PayPal tip jar, and none of this is necessary. I try to read anybody's chat. Super chats are always welcome. PayPal is always welcome, but it's not necessary. I will try to read as much as I can. It's a little fast these days, but I do my best. Angel, they do. SJWs destroy everything, and it's gotten to the point where, I mean, like when it first started, I was kind of ignoring it, but you can't do that anymore. R.I.P. Fox Sony, and my love for Donna Troy. Oh, they still got her right in that Titan show. My connection has finally come through with last night's Orville review. Review soon. Oh, good. Captain Robert April approaching 1,000 subscribers. Brent Newman, don't forget what? By the way. Okay, I've got my window. Oh, Brent Newman, thank you. Hail to the wrenches for 2018, soon 2019. 2 pounds from Brent Newman. And hey, I didn't miss it by that much. That was 5 minutes ago. Sorry, Brent. Thanks for reminding me. Was that Kevin? Good call there, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate that. What's up, Jess Reed? How's it going, man? I wasn't expecting to hear from you till next year. Man of action, happy new year to you, my friend. Kevin Rose again, thank you. Dark Angel Ire says, I am a gamer. That's good. I'm glad you identify as gamer, as gamer American. Are you American? You might not be. Yeah. Hail to the beard. Hail to you, Jess. Hail to you. No, you didn't. No, nobody. I missed your. I almost missed your super chat, Brent. That's all. Here's to taking our hobbies and entertainment back in 2019. Here is to the fan revolt, ladies and gentlemen. To the fans. This is where the fans take control, where we vote with our pocketbook, where we don't put up with shit anymore. We don't just habitually buy stuff because we're collectors and stuff, and then get treated like crap by these people who feel entitled to your fucking money. They're not entitled to your fucking money. You know what? You're entitled to them being respectful to you. They don't have to agree with you, and not at all. And I don't think that's what anybody is asking for. Respect the fan. It's become such an incestuous circle jerk between the media and entertainment companies and creatives that they forgot what gives them all that damn money. So it's about damn time we spoke up, and we're going to continue doing so. And the best response, as somebody who has dealt professionally in pop culture, is we will take your argument into consideration. It's not calling somebody a name. There you go. There's some unsolicited advice, creatives. You're not going to follow it, though. We will take your argument into consideration. We're entitled to our opinions, too. We're damn straight. Well, we are now. Moons of Madness. They might, make that illegal someday, but hopefully not. I've been trying to watch your review on the Orville, but my PC sucks. It's okay. It'll be there, man. It'll be there. It's all good. I like to thank CBS. If it wasn't for them suing Axonar and the DMCA anti-trucker, I wouldn't have started working on the whole universe of stories. There you go, Bryce. Well, they made a hobby out of false DMCAing anti-trucker. And screw Axonar. And don't forget Anas Abdeen, our good friend Anas Abdeen, who was suing because Star Trek Discovery was allegedly probably stolen. There's too many similarities. There's too many similarities. Look at his blog. It was freaking stolen. I do go search my Star Trek Discovery lawsuit video. All right, we're coming at 2 hours. I'm going to have to cut this one out, folks, because I got to go eat, spend some time with the fam. Plus, I'm going to be doing 2 long live streams tomorrow. So I gotta eat my Wheaties and do all that kind of stuff. I will show the outdated Patreon video and then name our new patrons because we got so many of them. Thank you to all the new subs. There will be, I'll tell you what, I don't want to, I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched. We'll just save that. But there might be a surprise live stream in the next 3 or 4 days. We'll see how things work out. But tomorrow is Doctor Who Day. And yeah. So for UK fans, remember it's right after it airs in the UK within 15 to 20 minutes after the episode. I'm going to be watching a live feed from the BBC. So I'll be watching what you guys watch. And then for the US fans, whatever it airs on whenever it finishes airing on the East Coast, which I think is going to be 6 or 7 my time, we'll go live again. Thursday, the Orville and the Star Trek short will not be live. I am filming a TV guest appearance here locally on Creature Features. So I will be gone that whole night. I'll do videos when I come home really quick. They'll probably be really short. Or maybe I'll do something in the morning on Friday morning. I don't know. But I'm going to be up in Santa Rosa shooting this TV show guest appearance, which is crazy. If we get to 20K, we're going to do a crazy 20K schedule. I'm going to think of something like really insanely fun to do. But we got a ways to go for that. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. But yes, I'm going to be on television. And yeah, and I will give you guys the information. I'll put it in the community section. Please keep an eye on Twitter. It's called Creature Features. It's on Coffee TV here in San Francisco, KOFY. It's a local station that runs like Judge Judy and does weird stuff. Has dance party, their dance party show. And yeah, it's just kind of a weird, quirky Bay Area. Everything's weird and quirky here. To the point where it's not weird and quirky anymore. You know what I mean? Now we want to get to the brilliant super chats. Thank you. Those were our wonderful loyal patrons. Oh, by the way, let me get to the patron page. I didn't get that phone call. That's kind of a bummer. You'll probably call it the worst time. All right. Our newest patrons. Current Me, The Filthy Farmer, Justin Doyle, Lee Crystal, Jeff, Jason Remington, Keegan. We're just going to say Keegan, OG Spocklove, Donna Castellano, and Mark Sita, I Cthulhu, Justin Austin Woods, It's Just Plain Joe, Dave Reviews, Ren Loves, and John and Gamer Gambit, thank you for joining up. Some of you guys were in that video. And then we're going to go back to the super chats. We got to thank all the super chats, and they were Tamarocks for $20, TM Martin for $10, Brent Newman for £5, Adjacent Culture for $1.99, Justin Doyle for £10, Joel Tamburo for $5, Santo Dominus for Canadian $25. Thank you. Mary Ashmead for $5. Thank you so much. 10 Australian dollars from Ian Davison. Colossus Rex, $5. The Doctor, 14 Blu-ray reviews, £20. Jesus Christ. The great rookie critic. Go check out his channel. $2. Thanks, buddy. Happy New Year to you. Magna Knight, $5. Brent Newman for $2. And we just got one under the wire right here. We got Mazamonti. Happy New Year, Gary. Yes, we have to fight for what we want. Capitalism talks money. Can't believe that they will throw that all that revenue away. They do when they don't care, Maza. They don't care, and that is disturbing in itself. Why don't they care? They still need to live, right? Unless they know something we don't. I don't know. It's all disturbing. It's all crappy. And we've lost a lot of franchises this year, but we have each other. We do. We're here together with one voice. We're having fun despite all this crap they're doing. We have YouTube to hang out on, commiserate, have a little fun, poke a little fun, tongue firmly in cheek most of the time. And you guys are brilliant. All the Nerdrotics are fucking awesome. And there's more of you, and it's so great. I can't believe it. So thank you very much. Please go to nerdrotic.com. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like what you heard, especially if you made it this far. And everybody have a very, very, very happy and safe New Year. And I will see you in 2019. Okay. Cheers, everybody.